Sheshadri Chari of the BJP taking on Tasleem Rehmani of the Muslim Political Council of India, Sushant Sareen of Vivekananda International, Ajay Alok of the JDU, Syed, Asim, Waqar of the Samajwadi Party, Ratan, Sharda of the RSS, and Asad, Ashraf, who's a journalist joining us from Delhi. The hashtag viewers tonight is Batla man in ISIS. That's the hashtag. Batla man in ISIS. And I wonder if it is a wake-up call today for the politicians. You know, politicians like Ajay Alok, politicians like Syed, Asim, Waqar, politicians from the Congress party too scared to come on the Newshour. Or for that matter, even for people like Tasleem, Ahmed, Rehmani. Let me ask you, Ratan, Sharda, should it be a wake-up call for Tasleem, Ahmed, Rehmani, among others tonight, who always kept saying Batla House is a fake encounter? Lo and behold, a terrorist from Batla House is in an Islamic State video. Do we need any more proof, Tasleem, Ahmed, Rehmani, about what people like you did, what the political parties did at that point of time? Yes, Mr. Rehmani.
Even you are not sure. Even you are not sure.
What am I not sure of?
The video, man shown in the video is Sajid or not, because you are putting a question mark on your tag. You see, even you are not sure. And
Mr. Rehmani, how
Mr. Rehmani,
of denial?
Mr. Rehmani,
Mr. Rehmani,
Mr. Rehmani, let me, Mr. Rehmani, listen. Mr. Rehmani, it is an Islamic State video. It is an Islamic State video. Mr. Rehmani,
state of being proud to break India.
Okay, one second. Ratan Sharda, let him complete. Ratan Sharda, let him complete. Okay, make your point. Mr. Rehmani, just want to tell you this.
That is our internal issue. We will take care of that.
What will you take care of?
We will not allow any IS, Taliban, Al-Qaeda, etc.
No, but the person you let off was from the Indian Mujahideen.
We can fight with our own government. That is our democratic right. Whatever we do with our government.
You are not fighting. You are encouraging terrorists.
That is our issue.
You are not fighting. You are encouraging terrorists.
Not at all.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You called the Batla House encounter fake.
We are encouraging justice.
You called the Batla House encounter fake, right or wrong?
Justice.
Right or wrong?
House encounter, it is still there at the NHRC list. You go and consult the NHRC list. The Batla House encounter has been put under the category.
I think you are in another world.
And we always demanded a judicial prop. You are saying that the Congress was the sympathizer. I met Sonia Gandhi. I met Digvijay Singh. I met Salman Khurshid. We demanded the judicial prop. And what? You are talking about Sonia Gandhi. When I fought with Sonia Gandhi for that, and she said that we cannot order a judicial prop because it will down, the moral of the police will get down. So she was concerned for the moral of the police.
So tell me, one second, just tell me one second, just a question, I think some others are coming into the debate. Okay, 1 minute please. All right, Tasleem Rehmani, listen. Tasleem Rehmani, listen. Tasleem Rehmani, first of all, just hold for a minute because I want everyone to come into the debate. 1 second. Can I control this please? 1 minute. 1 minute. We have a video. Viewers, let me explain this to the viewers watching the Newshour tonight. 1 minute. Let me play the pictures full frame for a minute. Ratan Sharda, let me explain to the viewers what we are talking about once again, though it must be quite apparent by now. Viewers, there is a video that has been released by the Islamic State. This video is 22 minutes long. This video is a slap in the face of the pseudo-secularists. It's a slap in the face of the pseudo-intellectuals. It's a slap in the face of all those people who argued for the longest time that these were not terrorists involved in the Batla House encounter, but in fact that the police who gave up their lives fighting the terrorists, they were told to be the people who were on the wrong side. And now it emerges tonight that these people from the Batla House, people like Muhammad Sajid, known as Bara Sajid, Dr. Shahnawaz, that these people, some of them have emerged in an Islamic State video. Today, the exposure of this video, the fact that the people who were called innocent young boys, remember the pictures you are seeing on your screen were called by these pseudo-intellectuals as innocent young boys that the Indian government was falsely going after, and people who the Digvijay Singh said and Salman Khurshid said Sonia Gandhi was crying for. Now tonight, first and foremost, Asad, Ashraf, I know you want to come into the debate. It's the first time you're on the Newshour, but you must listen to me. First and foremost, admit the fact. Admit the fact. Admit the fact. Admit the fact that the Batla House encounter was genuine. Admit tonight that the Batla House encounter was genuine. Admit on television tonight the Batla House encounter was genuine. And even as a lobby persistently claimed that the encounter was fake, and in doing so was trying to exonerate the terrorists who were involved, you have to admit today that what happened was genuine, because one of those terrorists, one of those linked to the Batla House attack, has been tracked down to an ISIS video threatening the destruction of India. So you have an Indian Mujahideen terrorist who makes his way to the Middle East to fight for the Islamic State. Is this not proof that the Batla House encounter was genuine? If Batla House encounter was fake, was Bada Sajid, a terrorist who got away before the encounter, was he fake? Was the fact that he joined the Indian Mujahideen and the National Investigation Agency gave a 10 lakh rupee bounty on his head also fake?
What is the authenticity of that video?
Pardon me?
What is the authenticity of that video?
You think it's a fancy dress competition going on? You think that's a fancy dress competition? You think that's a fancy dress competition released by the Islamic State?
You are going to be behaving like frontmen of
Ratan
terrorists.
Sharda and Mr. Ashraf can debate this. We'll take the pictures in between. Yeah, go ahead.
I am saying these people, by putting their head like an ostrich in the sand, they are behaving like frontmen of terrorists. They should come out clean.
No, don't use that language. What do you mean by that? We are behaving like frontmen of terrorists. We love this country as much as you do. We are as patriotic as you are. We are as nationalist as you are.
Who sympathize for Afzal Guru, same sort of people sympathize for Yaqub Menon. They call it judicial killing. These are the people who are encouraging terrorists to
use that word again.
These are the people who have behaved totally against their own community. These people are doing injustice to the Muslims of India by calling themselves leaders of Muslims, at the same time behaving like frontmen of terrorists.
Why?
One is
I'm embarrassed that we have such people who call themselves leaders of the community.
Mr. Ashraf, relax.
You are, by continuously denying that this is pure act of terrorism, that the encounter was genuine. You people are those who even called 2811 as RSS Sajish. You are the same people who said talking about Azamgarh cell is wrong. You are the same people who talked about all the terrorist acts being justified. You cannot justify violence in any way.
Okay, Ratan Sharda, let him rebut you and then come back.
Yeah. That this video is authentic. What makes you so sure that this video is authentic?
Because the same person.
You are making very foolish statement. This has been uploaded by IS itself.
What makes you sure that this video is
How
authentic?
can you be in a state of denial?
Do you know that? I just had a word with someone in Azamgarh.
Am I supposed to authenticity? So you are also denying ISS existence. You are denying ISS website existence. You are denying the whole the gamut of ISS activities.
I had a word with journalists in Azamgarh who told me that there have been reports earlier that this man was killed in Iraq once, in Syria once, in Afghanistan once. So this man has died 3 times.
How does that change the facts?
Being produced in other
How
videos.
does that change the facts? Ashraf, listen, can I come in? Ratan Sharda, 1 minute. Ratan Sharda, 1 minute. 1 minute. Ratan Sharda, 1 minute. Ashraf, what are you talking about? How does that change the facts? Whether he died once, twice, thrice, whether he's a cat with 9 lives, whether he's a terrorist alive today or dead yesterday, the fact is he joined the Islamic State. My question to you is, 1 second please, Ashraf, listen to me. Pseudo-intellectuals like you must understand that Batla was not fake. Understand this.
You have no right to call me a pseudo-intellectual.
Well, I would say so.
I'm not an intellectual.
Because a lot of you were walking around saying, poor Batla boys. Weren't you doing that?
No, we never
weren't you doing that. Sheshadri, Chari, am I wrong? Was there not an entire lobby? An entire lobby that was... Why were you working as a cover for terrorists?
The court to decide.
Why were you working as a cover for terrorists?
Innocents or culprits. We were questioning about the authenticity of the encounter and nothing else.
You first questioned the authenticity of the encounter. So now you want to question the authenticity of the video. For God's sake, I don't know why. I don't know.
Because there were several.
Why were you nurturing terrorists by supporting them? You tell me this. Why were all of you people who were saying Batla is fake? 1 minute. Just wait. Listen to the question. Think through logic. Don't argue for the sake of it. If you're wrong, you're wrong. There's nothing to be ashamed about. If Batla was fake,
why should I be ashamed?
Listen to me. I'm playing the pictures. Listen to me. If Batla was fake, was the fact that Bada Sajid is an accused in the Jaipur blast, in the Ahmedabad blast. He's an accused in the Delhi blast of 2008. And for your kind information, 166 Indians were killed in those blasts. Was the death of those 166 Indians also fake? If Batla was fake, think about it, think logically. Think logically. Was the fact that Bada Sajid escaped from India, went to the Middle East, joined the Islamic State, and was allegedly killed fighting for the Islamic State also fake? If Batla was fake, and don't say this video was fake, the fact is this video is thrown in your faces today and you have nothing to answer for tonight. If Batla was fake, is the ISIS video where one of the terrorists talks about life becoming difficult for people like him to conduct their activities in India after Batla also fake? Why would the ISIS invoke Batla House in the first place if the Indian Mujahideen cadre were not involved in it? You guys were a cover for the Indian Mujahideen and you must apologize tonight. You don't know how dangerous the game is that you are playing in the name of pseudo-secularism. All you people must understand. Don't stop there. Don't stop there and let me continue tonight. Let people like Ajay, Alok and Syed, Asim, Waqar also debate tonight. This video is embarrassing for you and I'm so happy that it is. The fact is, Ajay, Alok, you must also remember.
Do you think there are no fake
Ajay, Alok and Syed, Asim, Waqar.
What do you mean by pseudo-secularism?
Arnab, do you think there are no fake encounters in this country?
If you have a problem with the word secularism,
I said pseudo-secular. I don't have a problem with the word secular. I have a problem with pseudo-secular.
Decide if they are innocent or not.
I have a problem with people who mix up terrorism and secularism. I have a problem with that.
You have a problem.
Pardon me?
Playing with secularism.
I have a problem with people who mix up terrorism and secularism. I have no problem with secularism. I welcome it. But I am against people who are pseudo-seculars because they mix up terrorism and secularism. Did you understand that, Ajay, Alok? So let me explain to you. Want to debate on fact or you want to get personal with me?
Exactly.
If you want to debate on fact, I can. If you want to debate on fact, let me tell you a few facts. The Batla House encounter was carried out by the Indian Mujahideen, Ajay, Alok. The Batla House encounter, Syed, Asim, Waqar, was carried out by the Indian Mujahideen, who now through Shafi Armar, have been recruiting Indian cadres for the Islamic State. You have been blind to this connection all this while. क्लीन चिट आप दे रहे थे सैयद असीम वकर, क्लीन चिट आप दे रहे थे बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर में. आपने इंडियन मुजाहिदीन को पनाह दी.
क्लीन चिट है.
आपने इंडियन मुजाहिदीन को पनाह दी, सपोर्ट दी. आज ये वीडियो निकल के आई है कि आपने रियलाइज किया कितनी डेंजरस गेम आप खेल रहे हैं अपने देश के साथ. अपने देश के साथ कितना डेंजरस गेम खेल रहे हैं आप.
यू आर डायरेक्ट ब्लेमिंग मी. यू आर डायरेक्ट ब्लेमिंग मी.
I whatever I say only say directly.
मुजाहिदीन का आदमी हूं मैं. आप मुझे डायरेक्टली ब्लेम कर रहे हैं.
मैं कह रहा हूं हाउ इज इट, आप मुझे बताइए हाउ डिड द इंडियन मुजाहिदीन फाइंड अ बेस इन उत्तर प्रदेश वेयर इट कुड एस्टैब्लिश द आजमगढ़ मॉड्यूल.
आपके पास
आप बताइए आज.
गारंटी दैट दिस वीडियो इज 100% ऑथेंटिक. डू यू हैव एनी?
नहीं, फैंसी ड्रेस कंपटीशन है मान लीजिए. आपको क्या लगता है फैंसी ड्रेस कंपटीशन है?
100% ऑथेंटिक.
आपको लगता है इट्स अ फैंसी ड्रेस कंपटीशन? इस्लामिक स्टेट का वीडियो है.
नहीं, आपको लगता है ये फैंसी ड्रेस कंपटीशन है
क्योंकि सच्चाई तो आपको दिखनी नहीं है. ये वीडियो
दिस इज द मैटर ऑफ द कंट्री, दिस इज द मैटर ऑफ द सिक्योरिटी.
एग्जैक्टली, इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ द कंट्री. दिस पर्सन मोहम्मद सजीद, जिसका फोटो मेरे पास है, ये मोहम्मद सजीद जो है इंडियन मुजाहिदीन के आप मेरी बात सुनिए. आप मेरी बात सुनिए. सैयद असीम वकर, आप मेरी बात का जवाब दीजिए.
आज तक आपने किसी बहस के ऊपर बटला हाउस एनकाउंटर में जो लोग चश्मदीद गवाह हैं उनमें से कितने लोगों को बिठाया आपने, जिन लोगों ने अपनी आंखों से एनकाउंटर होते हुए देखा है?
माय गॉड, अभी भी आप कह रहे हैं.
आपने कभी किसी डिबेट में
अभी भी आप टेररिस्ट को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं?
तो बताइए मुझे.
अभी भी कर रहे हैं शेषाद्री चार्य, अभी भी आप टेररिस्ट को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं? आप अभी भी?
मैं एक वैलिड क्वेश्चन उठा रहा हूं आपसे यहां पर
जी.
कौन सा एनकाउंटर ऐसा होता है जहां यहां गोली मारी जाती है इस जगह पर? मुझे एक एनकाउंटर बताइए जिसमें गोली यहां मारी जाती हो, जिसके पोस्टमार्टम में निकलता हो कि गोली के घेरे के पास जहां गोली मारी गई वहां बारूद मिले.
अभी भी आप टेररिस्ट को सपोर्ट
मैं वैलिड क्वेश्चन उठा रहा हूं.
आप करिए सपोर्ट, उसके बाद जवाब देंगे. आप बताइए
सर. मैं आपसे कह रहा हूं, मैंने वैलिड क्वेश्चन उठाया है कि कोई एक एनकाउंटर ऐसा बताइए जहां
ये सारे टेररिस्ट ग्रुप्स को
और जख्म के किनारे किनारे बारूद मिले. दूसरी बात, आपने आज तक चश्मदीद गवाह, बहुत से चश्मदीद गवाह हैं जिन्होंने बटला हाउस एनकाउंटर को देखा था. जो लोग अभी केस चल रहा है उसमें भी चश्मदीद गवाह हैं.
आज देख ले प्रोग्राम पर
चश्मदीद गवाह हैं.
नहीं, वन सेकंड. शायद असीम वकर, पहली बात तो ये है,
आपने कभी पूछा किसी से जिस बिल्डिंग में एनकाउंटर हुआ है उस बिल्डिंग के?
अभी भी सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं आप? अभी भी ये वीडियो दिखी आपको, फिर भी आप सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं? नहीं, आप अभी भी सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. इस वीडियो को देखने के बाद भी आप सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, यानी कि आप इस्लामिक स्टेट के मेंबर्स को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. दिस इज अमेजिंग.
मैं किसी को
आप इस्लामिक स्टेट के सपोर्टर,
ये हमारे मुल्क का मैटर है जो वो बोल रहा है, जो आपने दिखाया
भाई हमारे देश के लाखों बच्चों के फ्यूचर का सवाल का बात है। आप सुनिए मेरी बात।
हिंदू मुसलमान सिख ईसाई का इंटरनल मैटर है। हम किसी भी आतंकवादी को अपने इंटरनल मामले में दखल अंदाजी करने की इजाजत नहीं दे सकते हैं
जी, और
न ही हम इसको पसंद करते हैं। हम सभी तरह के आतंकवाद की मदद।
तो बड़ा साजिद कौन है?
पुरजोर तरीके से मदद।
तो आप जवाब दीजिए, बड़ा साजिद कौन है? बड़ा साजिद कौन है भाई? बड़ा साजिद कौन है? आप बताइए। बड़ा साजिद, मोहम्मद साजिद, बड़ा साजिद कौन है? बड़ा साजिद कौन है? सुनिए तो आपको सुनाई तो दे रहा है, आप प्रिटेंड क्यों कर रहे हैं? आपको सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है। बड़ा साजिद कौन है?
इससे पहले 3 बार
ये बड़ा साजिद कौन है?
कभी कोई मारा गया, फिर पैदा हो गया, मारा गया, पैदा हो गया। मैं आपसे कह रहा हूं कि आपके पास इसकी गारंटी है कि ये वीडियो
आप अपने सरकार को बिलीव नहीं करते, आप नेशनल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी को बिलीव नहीं करते, आप पुलिस को बिलीव नहीं करते, आप दिल्ली पुलिस को बिलीव नहीं करते, आप स्पेशल सिक्योरिटी सेल को बिलीव नहीं करते, आप किसको बिलीव करते हैं? आप सिर्फ आजम वगैरह मॉड्यूल को बिलीव करते हैं। 1 minute, I'm going to get a response to this. Sheshadri, Chari on the other side, please. Sheshadri, Chari. It is clear and apparent to me, मुझे तो दिख रहा है Sheshadri, Chari. It is clear and apparent to me that you are blindfolded on this. Mr. Syed Asim Waqar, I heard you, but clearly you are not changing your position. I will play the video once again, and viewers, as I play the pictures full frame, let me say it once again, please. Syed Asim Waqar, 2 minutes, please. These are the pictures of Indian terrorists. Believe me, this man is called Bada Sajid. I have with me the full details of Bada Sajid. Bada Sajid from Tehsil Nizamabad district, Azamgarh, Uttar Pradesh. NIA announces a reward of 10 lakhs for any information leading to his arrest. This is a NIA file wanted in RC 062012 NIA Delhi. I have his full address, which is Sarai Meet, Tehsil Nizamabad district, Azamgarh, UP. 5 feet 7 inches, organization Indian Mujahideen and its formations. Viewers, if you're watching the pictures of this fellow tonight on television, remember this, and I'm asking this question to you. He has left India, gone through Pakistan, joined the Islamic State, from where he is seen in videos promising the destruction of India. The only argument being presented by some Newshour debaters tonight, especially Asad Ashraf, is that this man may have died. What's the relevance of that? Whether he has died or is going to die is not relevant. The fact is that he, along with 3 or 4 other people, 1 second, Ajay, Alok, be logical, yeah? This is your country too. You need to think of the consequences of the political position that you take. You cannot take a kind of position that you took in the Ishrat Jahan case and this one as well, Ajay.
Arnab,
you have to think through the consequences of your actions.
Was very clear.
Yes, please, Ajay Alok. Okay, Ajay Alok, and then
Don't mix up the issue. Don't mix up the issue. I have just 2 points to make. Number 1, when Batla house encounter took place, Delhi government was there, Congress government was there.
There you politicize it.
On their initiative, police took some action. Then again, some people of that government, namely Arjun Singh and Salman Khurshid, they said that it's a fake encounter, and accordingly, National Human Rights Commission lodged the case. The case is still going on. What was our stand during Batla house encounter? We very clearly said that if they were terrorists, then they have been killed in encounter, well, it is justified. And if you want to have a probe, let's have the probe. Now, what the pictures what we have seen in the ISIS, it is very disturbing not only for me, but for the whole country. If that person happened to escape from 2008 Batla house encounter, this is a serious threat looming in front of our country, for not only for me, Mr. Goswami, who being a secular,
no, but for what all the people?
Indians.
No, what about all the people? 1 second. What about all the people? What about all the people who said the Batla house encounter is fake? And what about all the people who were supporting the Indian Mujahideen? What about all the people who were supporting the Indian Mujahideen and providing cover to the Simi? What about them?
Excuse me, there is no one sitting in the debate. I can claim that anyone can support Indian Mujahideen. If anyone does that, he should be called a traitor, anti-national.
Are you not aware of the support that was given by members of the political community, many of whom are your allies tonight, together with a motivated pseudo-secular lobby which tried to politicize Batla house encounter in the same way that Ishrat came to be politicized? Do you realize now? 1 second, Ajay. Do you realize now, in casting a cloud over the role of the police in the Batla house encounter, that you are taking attention away from how serious a problem this country faces? Do you remember a motivated lobby echoing Digvijay Singh's call for a judicial probe into the Batla house encounter?
Batla house encounter.
How did a member of the
Batla house encounter?
but I named them clearly that it was Mr. Digvijay Singh and Salman Khurshid who raised question about the encounter, and that's how it got politicized, which was not correct at that point of time because it downgraded the morale of the police, and that's what the first panel.
That is the point. I wish Ashraf had the sense to understand that.
And Sonia Gandhi said
I wish Ashraf had the sense to understand that. Sheshadri Chari, please. Sheshadri Chari, please. Sheshadri Chari.
Arnab, if you allow me, I have some important points to make. Let us look at the whole thing from a very different perspective. You know, it is common knowledge all over the world as far as serious debate of national security and security agencies is concerned. It is the most important element on the part of the sleeper cells of terror organizations, be it ISIS, Al-Qaeda, JEM or LTTE or any terrorist organization. They create sleeper cells. There are one or two individuals who operate as an important element of that sleeper cell, and the first thing that they do, they don't create an operation, they don't go and throw a bomb at somebody and then do something. For more than 6 months, 1 year, they build a cushion around them, a cushion which they will use as a fallback. And this cushion usually involves people like journalists, politicians, and also some of the people you have got today in your studio who are actually unknowingly, most of the times unfortunately unknowingly, speak the language that the sleeper cell in charge actually wanted. So the moment the action against these sleeper cells take place, what happens is immediately these people spring into that springboard and then try and make a point which suits these elements for a long time to come. That is one point which I am trying to make.
It's a very serious allegation you are making, Mr. Chari.
We should be very careful.
It's a very serious allegation
you are making. That you are telling us very careful in looking at
we are
looking at the strategic and security aspect.
You are telling
another thing that I want to make. I am not used to being interrupted like this. Please allow me to make another important point. The most important element that terrorism thrives on. Terrorism thrives on publicity. Terrorism thrives on publicity. The most important element of a terrorist organization is, however small the action may be, give it as much publicity so that they gain legitimacy. What these people are doing actually is to give legitimacy to these terrorist organizations and individuals.
Absolutely correct.
And the most important thing that I am going to say, which may hurt some of these people today, is all those people who have been recruited from India, unfortunately, are being used for menial jobs by these so-called terror organizations.
Absolutely true.
Absolutely menial, unmentionable jobs. Therefore, it is for the society at large to come and educate the people on this side of the fence. Therefore, these people whom you have collected on your studio today, they would be doing an immense service to national security if they take care of these elements and tell their own people that what these studios, what these organizations
I agree completely. No, I agree 1000% with this.
An insult to our own community.
Honestly, Arnab.
No, 1 second. First of all, before you come in, sir, please understand
this. Give me time honestly.
Tasleem Ahmed Rehmani, understand this. The gravity, we have to discuss, Mr. Rehmani, for a long time now, for almost a decade now, Mr. Rehmani, we have been hearing
those things which suits you.
Mr. Rehmani, understand.
You don't let us speak on our turn.
Mr. Rehmani,
why you put
Mr. Rehmani, all I want you to understand, and I want everyone who takes the kind of position like you to understand, is that you are compromising this country. Explain to me how these Indian Mujahideen members ended up in the Islamic State.
Mr. Chari is alleging the Indian courts as well, who has acquitted thousands of such boys. And the Batla encounter case is still pending in the court. You cannot be the judge. Chari Sahab cannot be the judge. Only court can decide, and after the court verdict is there, and NHRC verdict is there,
you are talking the language. You are talking the language of the terrorists. Sir, unfortunately, you are talking the very same language which the terrorists wanted. Their sleeper cells have been successful.
You are suggesting an unparliamentary
The most important element here is that
quite unparliamentary.
It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
And you are denying our judiciary.
The Batla House encounter. What is causing you discomfort? What is causing you discomfort, Mr. Rehmani? I don't want to speak over you, but what is causing you immense discomfort? And what is causing Ashraf immense discomfort? Allow me to complete. Allow me to complete my point. Allow me to complete my point, sir. I request you to allow me to complete my point. Mr. Rehmani, please, after that, what is causing you discomfort? What is causing Syed, Asim, Waqar discomfort? What is causing Asad, Ashraf discomfort? Mr. Rehmani, please listen. We have drawn a link today between what you call innocent boys and the Islamic State. We have drawn a link today between those you call innocent boys and the Islamic State. And I am telling you, Mr. Rehmani, that you're playing with fire. This should be a lesson for people like you not to play with fire. Mr. Rehmani.
Listen to the statement of our Home Minister.
Arnab.
Listen to the statement of our Home Minister. You are denying everybody. You are denying the court. You are denying
Arnab, I am appalled. I am totally appalled that these people have not condemned ISIS even once during their debate for the last 25 minutes. They have not condemned ISIS. They have not condemned terrorism. They have not upheld. They don't have the guts to say that Indian state took a strong action against terrorism. I am ashamed.
You did not condemn the
at least say that now. 26 minutes, 27 minutes into the debate.
Even in the single word.
Don't talk the language of the terrorists.
You did not.
Don't talk the language of the terrorists.
You did not condemn the
You are actually helping ISI.
You did not condemn
it is a shame on your part. At least come out and say. At least first sentence you should say is I condemn. I strongly condemn ISIS. This is not Islam. Please say that. Don't say that.
Why? Don't you take them as terrorists?
Okay.
The people who committed
come out and say that.
Okay, one second.
Don't talk the language of the sleeper cells.
Tasleem Rehmani, Mr. Ashraf, relax. Mr. Ashraf, relax. Mr. Ashraf, calm down. Calm down.
What is he saying?
Mr. Ashraf, calm down.
No, what is he saying?
Calm down.
Don't fall into the trap of these sleeper cells.
Calm down. Don't fall prey. Mr. Ashraf, remember. Mr. Ashraf, tonight, remember, I would like to publicly praise, which I never do. I publicly praise Ajay Alok for having taken a more mature position. Ajay Alok, despite his political affiliations with the JDU, which has links with the Congress, has gone on record tonight saying that doing politics over terrorism is extremely dangerous. He understands what he's talking about. But I wonder, Mr. Ashraf, why people like you, why you don't open your eyes? You say, is the video fake? Listen, Mr. Ashraf, understand it correctly.
I'm not
giving intellectual cover. Allow me to complete and then reply.
The fact that the video is authentic.
Mr. Ashraf,
I am not making any assertive statement. I'm not saying that the video is fake. I'm only asking you how sure you are of the fact that the video is authentic.
how many Islamic State videos have come out in the last 5 years?
I really don't know.
How many of them have been proven to be authentic or inauthentic?
I don't care about these ridiculous organizations.
Well, you need to care. Living in denial is not an answer. You should ask yourself some fundamental questions, Mr. Ashraf. And now listen to the questions. You should ask yourself, how is it that the Indian Mujahideen has been able to find a base for itself in Uttar Pradesh? How is it that it could set up the Azamgarh module? Should it not have been the responsibility of the Samajwadi Party to completely eliminate and crack down on the group, given the fact that it was involved in the Batla House encounter and the 2008 Delhi serial blast in which 30 people were killed?
Arnab,
no, who's going to ask these questions tonight? It's not secular to ask these questions.
Arnab, please listen.
Is it not secular to ask these questions?
It is the responsibility of the country, of the society, people like you and me to fight against the menace of organizations like ISIS, which is extremely dangerous for the entire world.
But the ISIS is recruiting from the Indian Mujahideen at the Azamgarh module. Don't you see the link here? The Batla House encounter was carried out by the Indian Mujahideen, and yet you carried out, the Samajwadi Party carried out, a campaign raising questions over the encounter, kept the issue alive. Sushant Sareen can tell us more about it. Kept the issue alive, and Sushant, feel free to come any point of time in the debate. As you can see, I'm not taking turns in the debate. 1 minute. Just the point is this. The Supreme...
Arnab, 1 minute, please.
I'd like Sushant to come in, please. I don't understand.
Arnab, if I can just make 3-4 quick points.
Yes, please.
Arnab, can I make just 3 or 4 quick points? Number one, the kind of denial we have seen in your studio today, it reminds me of what happened in Pakistan and what has led Pakistan down that road which it's gone. Which is precisely when a bomb blast or a terrorist action would take place, people who are present in your studio would come out on Pakistani television channels, and even though the terrorists had claimed their videos were there, their phone calls were there, claiming responsibility, they would say, how do you know what is the authenticity of that phone call, what is the authenticity of the video? Precisely the kind of language we are hearing today. Now, here is the irony, that we now need a terrorist video, propaganda video, to actually prove the bona fides of our own security personnel. I think this is utterly shocking to my mind. We don't trust our own security personnel, and people out here in your studio who don't know a damn thing about forensics are questioning the authenticity of an encounter. Now, how does that work? I can't understand. The other thing is, if the video is anything to go by, then the positions which these gentlemen are taking in your studio today is not exactly impressing the terrorists, because those fellows accuse these people of precisely this kind of a double game, and frankly they actually play this double game. They are batting on both sides of the wicket, so they are playing the victim at one level, but what is even more dangerous is that the positions which they take and the defense which they offer for terrorists actually starts instigating and inciting people and reaffirms the kind of psychosis which is developing in the community and pushes young people onto a path which they should not be going. So rather than telling them not to go down their path, they play that victim card in a way which actually starts pushing people to take to terrorism of the sorts which we are seeing. Now, this is the really shocking part, and I can't understand why these people take these positions. It does not help them really win any votes, as we have seen, and ultimately the thing is that they just don't understand that the positions which they are going to be taking like this are actually pushing the community down a very, very slippery slope.
Tonight is that
we have. Don't make a propaganda against the whole community. Don't make a propaganda against the whole community. There are 15 crore Indian Muslims. You are talking about them.
What is it with you that you have taken it upon yourself that a person who appears on a video, a person who confesses on a video that he was involved in a particular encounter, that he was involved in certain terrorist actions, you are standing brief for him? Why are you standing brief for that fellow? Why can't you come out and openly say and quote families of people?
Not at all.
Now,
where
has a family member ever said that his son or his brother or somebody?
Why are you supporting the terrorist?
Actually a terrorist? When has a person ever said that? And you are questioning that?
We are not.
No, you don't.
Why are you supporting the terrorists? Tasleem Rehmani, 1 minute. Tasleem Rehmani, 1 minute. Just a minute. Sushant Sareen, I have just one question to ask, which must be in the minds of many of the Newshour viewers tonight as well. Why do some elements, for politics or for selfish interests, or for their own political positioning?
Just one more point.
No, 1 second. Sushant, the question is.
I want to make one point.
All right, go ahead.
See, here now, for example, now suddenly they are such brilliant forensic experts. They say that, in a particular guy's case, 3 times you have announced his death. Now, just because there was some misinformation or intelligence which was to the mark, and somebody's death was announced, or it was said that somebody should have died 3 times, does that reduce his crime? It doesn't reduce his crime. Does it mean that he is not a terrorist? Where are these guys? If the video is coming from Iraq and Syria, what have they gone out there for pilgrimage? Or have they gone out there for tourism? Of course, one of those jokers is wearing he's like dressed up like a Dula Miya or something. I don't know what his objective in life is. He thinks he's some kind of princeling. But those jokers out there, what are they doing in that place?
You must remember that.
And the kind of depravity which they have been saying, why don't you? I have not heard any condemnation of that video. I haven't heard these guys in your studio saying that when these people say that either you convert or you pay jizya or you die, has any of these people condemned it? Has any of these people said that is un-Islamic? Have they quoted anything and they said that is not Quranic wisdom?
You are making.
They don't say it because they have this very ambivalent attitude.
You are blaming the
that is their problem, and they are pushing their own
Chari coming back to the debate. Sushant Sareen, may I invite Sheshadri Chari?
I'm blaming.
And what I want to please understand the consequences of your actions. And 1 second, Mr. Ashraf, the fact is, it surprises me, it shocks me that you are actually taking the kind of position that will encourage these terrorists, and God knows why you are going to try and do it. What you should be saying tonight. No, 1 second. Sushant, tonight I'll tell you the kind of position that Ashraf, Ajay, Alok.
You are blaming the whole religion.
Mr.
We are not talking about the religious
Mr. Rehmani, you are providing cover to the terrorists. Don't blame.
No, I'm not blaming the religion. I'm blaming Secyedars like you of the religion.
No, not at all.
You are the ones who are buying and selling your religion.
I said even if the man is
yes,
we do
and you are absolutely you have arrogated the right of representing your religion. Who has given you that right?
I'm not raising any question of the
Who has given you that right?
I did not raise any question. I said that the Syrian ambassador make a false allegation on it.
Who might not be doing it? The others are. The others are questioning it. The others are questioning. Now, please tell me, when the police went into that particular apartment in Batla house, who else was present in that apartment? When you say that there were eyewitnesses, which eyewitness was there when the encounter took place? There were just two cops who went up and the shootout took place and other people escaped. Who was the eyewitness out there?
Batla's encounter. Why can't we wait for the judgment to come out? Why can't we wait?
Who will argue? Who are you to argue?
TV studio.
Who are you to argue? Who has given you the right to argue?
We cannot claim. We shall wait for the verdict of the court. And what
argument is the most dangerous part of the argument is.
Of course, no. Why are you pronouncing it? Why are you pronouncing a verdict of innocence? Why are you pronouncing a verdict of innocence?
Tasleem Rehmani, Sheshadri Chari speaking tonight, and I would request you to have the patience to hear a couple of points that I want to make. Tasleem Rehmani, I've listened very quietly to what you were saying, and I did not interrupt you. But I need to caution you. I need to caution you about something, Tasleem Rehmani, and please listen to me for a while. I need to caution you before I let Sheshadri Chari come in. 1 second, Mr. Chari. Mr. Tasleem Rehmani, you are playing with the security of this country. By politicizing Batla and calling the encounter fake on national television, you have undermined the involvement of terrorists in the incident. By calling the encounter fake, you have undermined national security. You have undermined national security, even when the same terrorists whose role, Mr. Rehmani, listen to me. Mr. Rehmani, listen to me. Mr. Rehmani, I am telling you to listen to me. Mr. Rehmani, listen. The same terrorists whose role you seek to protect have joined the Islamic State. So by calling the encounter fake, despite the ISIS links of those people involved, Mr. Rehmani, let me complete. Mr. Rehmani, let me complete. I heard you. Now it's your chance to hear me. Do not interrupt me midway, Mr. Rehmani, please. Please, you are undermining the threat that the Islamic State presents to India. No. And you need to know that in July 2014, ISIS head Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi in a 20-minute video listed your country and my country and our country as one of the targets for the Islamic State. Don't play politics with terrorism anymore. Sheshadri Chari is now responding.
You are playing the politics. You are playing the politics.
Mr. Rehmani,
to prove your point. If at all anybody would be very happy today, it would be the people who are behind the psychological warfare of these terrorist organizations. This is exactly going as per the script that they had decided, that any security agency which takes action against us, which wants to liquidate us, their veracity will be questioned, their action will be questioned, and they will be treated as pariahs in their own country, and we will not be able to prove that what we did was wrong, and we will have not one but 10 Tasleem Rehmanis standing up to question what the security agencies did, whereas nobody will question what the terrorist sleeper cells were doing all these years. Just 2 days back, there was an incident in Mumbai where a terrorist module could not be busted because of some problems in between. A similar thing will happen, and you will see that there are more than 100 terrorist operative cells in this country. The moment you take action against them, there will be 100 people coming up, and it is these 100 people who have been carefully calibrated by these terrorist organizations. And unfortunately, people who are sitting in your studio today talking about Batla House are those people who have unwillingly or unwittingly, naively walked into the trap of the terrorist organizations. I am very sorry to say these are very serious words. I know what I am saying, but these are very serious matters.
Mr. Chari, very respectfully.
Ajay Alok is countering you. Ajay Alok is countering Sheshadri. Chari, please, yeah.
I just have 2 points to make. One, there were 2 questions raised to my party about Ishrat Jahan and Darbhanga module. Let me make it very clear right in front of your channel. If one of my party members, Mr. Ali Anwar, called Ishrat Jahan as Bihar's daughter, that doesn't mean that the whole JDU and Nitish Kumar has called Ishrat Jahan as Bihar ki daughter.
Well, I didn't see you condemning that. I didn't see you condemning that. Sorry, Ajay Alok, 1 second. Let me counter you on the first. Let me counter you on the first. Did Nitish Kumar say she's not India's daughter?
Let me answer.
No, 1 second. Did Nitish Kumar counter? Did Nitish Kumar counter Ali Anwar? Did Nitish Kumar counter Ali Anwar? Answer me. Did Nitish Kumar counter Ali Anwar? Yes or no? Did he counter Ali Anwar? Did you counter Ali Anwar? Did you say we disagree with what he said? Sorry, did you say you disagree with what you said? Sorry, you must say this today because you are also accused of politicizing terrorism in the case of Ishrat Jahan. I know it happened in July 2013. Did Nitish Kumar counter Ali Anwar?
Have some patience or you
Did
keep on
Nitish
going
Kumar counter Ali Anwar?
And don't listen to the answers.
I don't let anyone
You're not listening to my answers.
Did Nitish Kumar counter Ali Anwar?
About Darbhanga module, I would just like
answer
to
the
ask
first
all
question.
the persons sitting on this panel, who arrested Yasin Bhatkal? It was Bihar police. And who awarded Vinay Kumar, then SP, who arrested Yasin Bhatkal and handed him over to NIA? It was NDA government which awarded Vinay Kumar with President Medal for arresting Yasin Bhatkal. And you guys had the audacity to accuse Bihar police of not cooperating with arrest of Yasin Bhatkal. This is your hypocrisy. Right now, Mr. Sheshadri is giving lectures that everybody is aiding and abetting what you have done in Kashmir by forming the government.
Don't go to Kashmir, that's the next debate. Let's discuss this one.
Forget about the
Okay, Ratan Sharda is countering.
What have you done? Have you condemned Kashmiri Pandits ouster? Have you ever condemned Muslim terrorists who threw out Kashmiri Pandits? You have no time for that. You are quiet about it.
The PDP is a supporter of terrorists.
You are making an absolutely illogical point.
Do you have any answer for that?
You are making an absolutely illogical point.
Nationalism, you don't have answer for yourself. What question you are making?
No, it's not the question of nationalism, it is national security. The question is national security. The question is national security.
The question is that none of us is ready to condemn.
Focus here.
First, look at your acts and your deeds.
Do you have the guts to condemn ISIS? Do you have the guts to uphold what the security agencies did?
The BJP government that they are aiding and abetting terrorists and anti-nationalists.
You have not yet condemned ISIS. You have not yet said that these anti-national elements should be liquidated.
But you have the audacity.
You have not yet said in your whole debate,
but not in Jammu.
In your entire debate,
what lectures you are giving?
absolutely illogical things do not make up for a good debate.
I think the problem, Ajay Alok, 1 minute. The problem that you have is actually with the point that I made, because I brought up the issue of politicizing terrorism, and I'm actually saying this tonight, and viewers, see these pictures full frame once again on your screen, and ask yourself, today you have one of the fellows from the Batla House encounter who's featured in ISIS video. You have 3 others, including Indian Mujahideen members, who are featured in the ISIS. Viewers, you are aware today that ISIS head Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi has listed India as one of the chief targets of the Islamic State. Across the entire world, there are publications and news reports about how the ISIS is looking at targeting India. You have news reports about how many Indians from Kalyan near Mumbai to Azamgarh have gone and joined the ISIS and are now aiming to recruit thousands of Indians for the Islamic State. At this point of time, the only solution is to completely have an all-out war against radicalization. But no, people like Ajay Alok will still try to take political potshots at this matter. I praised you, Ajay Alok, earlier when you rose about politics, but you disappointed me, and I need to tell you why. Now listen to me, Ajay. Don't interrupt me. I'll counter you.
I criticize BJP, so you're not happy.
So listen to me, Ajay Alok. Now listen to the question. Listen to the question.
Why don't you tell that?
Listen to the question. Listen to the question. 1 second. 1 second. Listen to the question. The fact of the matter is this, Ajay Alok. In the context of Ali Anwar,
Indians are anti-terrorists.
Do you want to speak over me? I heard you. Did I hear you? Did I hear you?
I don't believe them.
Did I hear you?
I am more nationalist than any one of them is sitting here.
Thank you. You've given yourself a certificate. Now, please hear me, please. Ajay Alok, I don't want to raise my voice when I'm speaking. Now, listen to me. First, the Indian Mujahideen is a hypersensitive issue for you. I understand why. Because there were persistent allegations against you for having failed.
They were false.
To prevent the establishment of the Darbhanga module by the Indian Mujahideen in Bihar. My first question, who takes the blame for that? My second point tonight, and don't interrupt me right now yet. Since the question is on going soft on terror, why should you not be questioned when the Bihar government was curiously silent for some time following the arrest of Indian Mujahideen terrorist Yasin Bhatkal? After playing a role in his arrest, they handed him over immediately to the NIA. The Bihar police has good reason to question him because Bhatkal founded the Darbhanga and Madhubani modules that were later suspected of terror attacks in different parts of the country. I don't understand. Why was the Bihar government in 2013 so afraid to follow up on Bhatkal's arrest? And after the terror rally at Modi's Hunkar rally in 2013, you politicized it, saying that it helped the BJP because it detracted from the number of attendees at Modi's general election rally in Patna. Fact of the matter, you trivialized it. And not just you are not alone. Let me complete one more sentence and I'll complete. No, 1 second. Now both of you have spoken. You and Samajwadi Party. Same. What does Samajwadi Party do? Protect Simi. Keep protecting Simi. Single point agenda, protect the students' Islamic movement of India. Don't allow the ban. Go say we will do dharnas, magar Simi ko ban nahi hone denge. Are these facts or not? Today problem with both you and Syed Asim Waqar is ये वीडियो जो दिख गया है ना टेलीविजन पर, जिसमें इधर इंडियन मुजाहिदीन और आजमगढ़ मॉड्यूल के टेररिस्ट जाके इस्लामिक स्टेट दे हैव जॉइंड. दिस इज एम्बैरेसिंग फॉर यू. नाउ यू कैन आंसर. Who will answer first?
Manya Goswami.
Who will answer first? Ajay Alok will answer first. Go on, Ajay Alok with the pictures.
I will answer first.
Okay, Ajay Alok, answer first. I will answer first. No problem. Answer first. I'll listen to you.
Let me go ahead. Yasin Bhatkal was arrested by Bihar police under the
that I said.
Vinay Kumar. And Vinay Kumar duly informed when he arrested Yasin Bhatkal to the central government NIA. NIA said it's
don't
all
repeat
written black
facts.
and white. Right now, central government, they are sitting in the central government. They can
please don't keep on repeating yourself.
Going to picking up
okay.
in next 3 hours. Just a minute. Listen to me. NIA special flight came down to Patna and Darbhanga, and Yasin Bhatkal was handed. Number one, they awarded Vinay Kumar with President Medal. This NDA government only. Why? If Bihar police has done something wrong, if Bihar police was in a wrong foot, if they never interrogated, if they never helped,
think of the country for a while, please.
Why Vinay Kumar was given
think of the country.
By this NDA
don't forget your politics. Think of the country.
What has your leadership done?
Think of the country. This video is a wake-up call.
They have continuously sided with terrorists.
Think of the country.
They have continuously shielded them.
Wake
up. They have lauded those people.
What you are talking about, Darbhanga module? The Darbhanga module was busted by this because of this Yasin Bhatkar.
The Darbhanga module was an Indian Mujahideen module. Wake up, please.
That Bihar police never interrogated Yasin Bhatkar.
These are the people who are there are links. For God's sake, I don't understand this. It worries me, viewers. I am showing to you proof of the links between the Indian Mujahideen and Ajay, listen. Ajay, 1 minute. Viewers, the point is very simple.
I'm very sorry.
The point is very simple.
This one act has been repeatedly talked about, but they don't have guts to criticize the present danger of ISIS, and they just keep on repeating one or two trivial issues. They have not come out and say there is a danger that the nation faces. They are behaving like friendmen of these people. They are deviating the debate to petty issues and not coming to the main issue of the danger that the nation faces from this kind of terrorism, and they are creating all kind of deviations around it. Rehmani and these people should be embarrassed.
In front of you,
they should be embarrassed that they have been siding with these people all these years.
Shameless about it.
They are the people who have been defending these people on various
issues. This is the hypocrisy I am talking about.
They have not really said that this is a danger.
Okay.
They have never criticized Kashmiri Hindus.
What are you doing in Jammu Kashmir, sir? If you are so serious about terrorism,
supporting
why you are making government
and Yaqub Memons
whom you have known, Vajpayee ji has said, Advani ji has said, that we have known that they are terrorists, they are separatists.
These are people who take up professions for them.
Viewers, before I close the debate tonight, a reality check for all the supporters of terrorists, directly, indirectly, consciously or unconsciously. This video proves that the Indian Mujahideen, its members, the Students' Islamic Movement of India, radicalized sleeper cells of these groups who also have links with the Lashkar-e-Taiba, have established links with the Islamic State. I think it will be ridiculous for anyone beyond today to think that it is secular to even indirectly defend terrorists. It is not secular to defend terrorists. And that is the point of divergence I have tonight. Most seriously, humbly, and with concern I put to you tonight. It is not secular anymore. Ajay, Alok, understand Mr. Ashraf. We are all Indians. It is not secular to defend terrorists or to say anything which will indirectly defend terrorists. Will you allow me to speak? This is an inflection point for this country. If today we don't wake up, I don't know when we will.
We must not aid nor abate.
Will you allow me to speak, Arnab?
Never aid and never abate.
Will you allow me to speak?
This is a moment of inflection. I'll take this debate forward only for tonight. I thank everyone for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.